One of the things you need to do in order to get Christian nationalism to take hold is get rid of all the other religions, which is what they're trying to do.
So the Pentagon drastically cut the list of religious identities you can choose from over 200 to just 31, and 22 of those are Christian. But some Republican Mormons woke up realizing that the Pentagon does not consider them Christian. Here's an example of the list. You can see all the Christian categories, and then it gets down to just Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Republican Senator John Curtis said Latter-day Saints are among the most patriotic, service-oriented individuals in our country. They are also unequivocally Christian. Just look at who is in the name of the church. And this is a great example of how any minority group will suffer under Christian nationalism. Even if you're Republican and you happen to believe all the same things in the culture war. And they're not going to stop at LDS. They'll come for Catholics next. And listen, I was taught that Mormons and Catholics were not Christians. I was even taught that probably some Baptists weren't Christians. And I know that some Baptists didn't believe we were Christians because we spoke in tongues. Some of these believe women can be pastors, and others believe women shouldn't be able to vote. And they all believe they're right. And most of them believe that they're the only ones that are right, and possibly everyone else is going to hell. There's a reason that there's over 45,000 Christian denominations worldwide, and how even if we get the Christian theocracy that a lot of people are wanting, the infighting will be endless. And I know what I'm talking about because unfortunately I used to be a Christian nationalist, and I write about this at length in my book, Star Spangled Jesus.
Okay, so that's a book I got to get first and foremost, but more to the point, Christian nationalism is fighting tooth and claw to take hold here in the United States of America. The Republican Party is trying to get it to take hold, and most certainly the MAGA movement is trying to get it to take hold. And you can't have Christian nationalism if you have all these other pesky religions hanging around. So you got to start by eliminating a bunch of these in chunks until you can begin to whittle it down to just what you want it to be. A lot of people will say, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the right words. A lot of people will say, I don't understand, and I've said it before, right? I don't understand why people who claim to be the most American want to go back to a time where there's religious rule, something that we fought to free ourselves from, to gain independence from. It seems like they want to go against everything that America is supposed to be about. And I'm sure that this, I'm going to get more into this creator's content. I'm sure this content creator, given her background, is going to be somebody that's going to be able to help explain, obviously, the fact that when you're in this group, it's very hard to see that the things you're doing to everybody else is wrong because you're setting up your world the way you think it should be set up. And so it is my belief that these folks who want Christian nationalism, they don't give a fuck about the American way of life. They don't even give a shit about the Constitution. They don't want or care about your freedom of religion. They want their freedom of religion and their freedom to legislate their religion onto you.